have to own your own fear. Fear is natural. Anyone who says that I have no fear is being dishonest. Face everything and run, that's the FEAR, or face everything and rise. You have two options. My vehicle was ambushed. I had a protection vehicle ahead, protection vehicle behind, and my vehicle front. It was a S turn.
Yep.
The front vehicle had gone ahead, and the rear vehicle a little behind. And there was a hillock on the side and a valley, and I got ambushed in that. The first time I faced live bullets. They hit my vehicle, dents were there. Bullets went through. My driver who was there got hit a little on the left arm. Luckily, none of us got hit fatally. But then what do you do? One was a chat. I tell the driver that drive away fast, That means the militant's fear on you has prevailed. I, as a leader, have failed if I tell him to drive away because I've allowed to say that the militants have succeeded. If you are static, you will die. What we were trained was that we jumped out of the vehicle. 4 of us, driver, in spite of his injury, mine, and 2 of my boys who were there. We had AK-47 with us. And we charged towards where the fire was coming from. From being feared, we have transferred the fear onto the militants. When I was going to the main road, I saw a large crowd of maybe 300, 400, 500 young students with sticks in their hand, and 1 or 2 had that fire mashal in their hand, and posters and shouting, Mandal Commission, Mudabad, and all those agitated lot. Now, what do? They are your own people. You're not going to fire on them. You'll create a situation which is much worse. I stopped my vehicle. I stopped the men. I told my men that, look, you don't come with me. All of you are going to stay there, and I'm going to go. I took out my pistol, which I took. I left it in the vehicle. I said, I will just go and meet them and talk to them. So my JCOs and my men said, Saab, आप मत जाओ उधर. देखो उनके पास मशाल, उनके पास डंडे हैं. See, corporate leadership, they are more like managers. Manager, something goes wrong, he fires a guy. A leader takes responsibility of that guy, pats him and says, never mind. If you have failed, learn your lesson, and you're going to do better, and you're going to be more successful. I had an elder brother who gave his life for the nation at the age of 20 years when he was only a second left. I never saw my parents crying anytime. She used to, when I used to feel sad, she used to tell me that, look, you need to feel proud that Bhaiya has given his life for the nation. In life, it's we, it's not I. That single shift in language changes how you lead, how you love, and how you live.
Let me tell you why this is so much personal for me, right? I lost my father when I was 15 years. Yeah. There are a lot of questions I wish I could ask him every day. What does it truly mean to serve a nation? Is it only about wearing a uniform, or is it about the choices we make every single day? Today's guest has spent decades making life and death decisions where leadership wasn't a management skill but a responsibility. What can founders, students, and every Indian learn from the mindset of a lieutenant general? Every Independence Day, we celebrate our freedom, but very few of us pause to understand what it takes to protect it and what each of us must do to strengthen the nation beyond the battlefield. How do you lead when everyone is afraid? What does patriotism actually look like in everyday life? And what kind of India should we leave behind for the next generations coming? Today's conversation is all about the army, the leadership, the discipline, courage, nation building, and the values that shape straight till the end to change the way you think about serving our country. So, before I begin, I just wanna say a few words, right? So, I want you to feel like I am one of your younger brother rather than a broadcaster. Yep. So when we can connect more. With that in mind, I am so honored to represent you in the founders room, sir. And welcome to the founders room. My main
Thank you.
goal with this is just to help out early stage founders just like me to think from the first principles thinking. Thank you so much for
Uh,
coming, sir.
Thank you so much, Jayan, to your viewers.
Jai Hind, sir.
It's a pleasure to be on your platform and share my life's experiences towards nation building and send some reflections for you to introspect and
Yep.
contribute to the nation.
Absolutely, sir. Everyone have to. We are 1.4 B, sir. Everyone try to
Yeah.
contribute it. We will be on the another stage, sir. Sir, before India knew you as a Lieutenant General Ashok Bhim Shivane, how was Ashok? Who was Ashok, sir? Where were you born?
Uh, Look, I was born in a military hospital in Ambala.
Yeah.
I was the third child of my parents, uh, and I may say an accidental default child. Strangely, the hospital that I was born was bombed later in 1965 war, and then it was rebuilt.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the first lesson of my life, even before I understood, you know, things that things break and you build them again. And it's not very important where you're born,
Yeah.
but it's more important the manner in which you continue your life's journey. So I think that is the start point of my life on being born.
Yes, sir. So before I ask any further questions, sir, your voice is actually like a true leader, true army man.
Thank you.
I'm trying to change my voice, but it is getting harder every day. I I'm so amazed by your
Okay.
voice, sir. I hope
Thank
it.
you so much.
Yeah. So, what kind of a kid were you, sir, while growing up?
Uh, Look, uh, what sort of kid is very difficult for me to answer. It should have been my uh, parents. But let me say how I look at myself. When I was a boy, uh, I was two different personalities.
Yep.
Behind the scene, I was mischievous,
Mm-hmm.
fun-loving,
Yep.
and full of energy. Full of energy. But the moment I step back into a spotlight or classes or formal thing, I turn into a disciplined uh, and a quiet sort of personality.
Yep.
And my father had a beautiful phrase which I used to hear and which I followed throughout my lifetime, which was on parade and off parade,
Yep.
which meant that there is a time to be disciplined
Mm-hmm.
and there's a time to be formal.
Yep.
And there's a time for yourself to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. And that balance has to stay. And that balance actually stayed with me throughout my life. And I passed it down to my subordinates also.
Amazing. And hopefully, you pass it down to us as well in this conversation. We are so much eager to learn, sir, and
Thank
I
you.
believe young India is so much eager to learn. I don't know how you see
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
sir, before we move on to the next one, so I want to ask clarify this thing from you. Does our childhood define who we are? How our economics define who we are, or does how we brought up define us?
I would say it's a balance
Yeah.
uh, between knowledge and education.
Mm-hmm.
I was in school. I was the bright child, but never a topper. I would say I was in the first 20% people of the in the class, but never in the topper list. But always comfortable and happy where I was and learning. I thought, well, learning never ends. Today also, I'm learning through you as much as you're learning through me.
Sure.
But that is education. But upbringing shapes you uh, who I actually became. And that upbringing is very important because academics gives you a mind, it gives you knowledge, right?
True.
And upbringing gives you a direction, a compass, a moral compass, and it gives you knowledge. So when you have that moral compass and you have the knowledge which is acquired through your education, which is your academics, then you head towards a correct direction, enjoy, derive the enjoyment of pursuing with passion whatever you're doing. So in my case, my upbringing gave me that compass and gave me education.
Yeah.
The best of education I got, and I can say I could have got a better upbringing from my 4G parents, and that really comes into being not when everything is going good. In a crisis, when there is, then your character is displayed by the upbringing that you've gone through. Because in life, no one will ask you for mark sheets once you are in a crisis situation. No one will ask you, were you a topper, were you a topper?
True.
They will look at your character. And
Absolutely.
character comes out loud and clear under adversity. So that is where the upbringing and, uh, education aspects come into being.
So, do you have any non-4G friends?
Oh, I have plenty, plenty. I have plenty of non-Fuzzy friends. I, I have plenty from my school times, my friends which I made after retirement, friends which I made during retirement. So friendship has got no colors. It has got no color, class, caste, creed, religion, or uniforms. It is a bonding of respect, bonding of brotherhood or sisterhood, or a bonding of love between people. So friends are there in plenty. And
Does 4G upbring their kids in a different way than the normal people do, or is that really same?
see, 4G kids, we call them, army brats, because look, every 2 years you are changing a station, right?
Yeah.
So one thing brings up that every 2 years you're going from one school to the other. More importantly, making friends in a new place and adding friends of your previous place. So it gives you that flexibility and agility of mind to accept a change, move ahead, and be comfortable. So that's one learning. The second learning that a 4G kid gets is to see his parents, the sort of respect that they get because of the uniform, the sort of work that they do for the nation selflessly, right? And more importantly, that the values that they give to their children by leading by example.
Yeah.
I saw my father and I saw my mother lead by example, and they didn't have to give me a talk or a lecture. I learned how to be a good human being. I learned how to be a good soldier just looking at them in their normal day to day life, you know.
Yeah.
So, my father was a Fauji. He was, as a young a young boy, he took part in the freedom struggle. He was a freedom fighter. He was jailed as a college student. Thereafter, he joined the Air Force Spitfires. He had done his engineering in Urdu in the 1930s, late 1930s. And when they realized that he's an engineer, they put him into the Royal Army Engineer Corps.
Yeah.
He joined in. He took part in the partition, moving people to safety. 62 operations for three months. He was declared dead or alive, not known, because he had a mission at that time given by the army. Later, he got a AVSM for that too. And I've seen my father never, cribbing or saying that there was a tough time. My mother too. She always, when you ask me about my parents, I'll tell you about how I learned about them. So I learned to be resilient. I learned to be strong. I learned to face adversity, and I learned how to love, live, and laugh in life.
Yeah.
While doing your job, while preserving your respect and ensuring that it is always nation above all. So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the values Fauji kids get.
Yep. Yep. And if non-4G kids have to adopt those kind of um, things, then how can we do it? We are not
Make
the
friends
same.
with Fauji kids. Make friends with Fauji kids. They will pass it on.
Yeah,
They love to pass on their values.
sir.
So I mean, we also learn from civilians. So not that it's always one way. So many times I've in uniform, and more so after uniform.
Yeah.
I've learned so much from the corporate kids. I've learned so much from school and college students when I go and speak to them. I've learned so much from industrialists when I look after drones and other.
Yeah.
So it's life is a mutual learning. Life is a mutual learning.
True.
You always keep
True.
learning.
I mean, there is no one source, sir. I mean, you have to say it, but
Yeah,
um,
absolutely,
I let you say
absolutely.
everything, sir. But I have a
Yeah,
one suggestion, sir. If anyone from army can, if it is possible and if it is allowed to make YouTube videos or something like that, how 4G kids are raised. Maybe this young generation kids might be helpful or might impact who are growing up. I don't know if anyone
yeah.
can do it.
It it can. It's not that. See, a lot of youngsters reach out to me, whether through Linden or otherwise, to friends who are known, just to talk to me about values of life, or how do we prepare ourselves, not necessarily for joining the army, for anything else,
Yeah.
or if they have a problem. So problem solving is and taking decisions is something we taught very early in life. So you can always pass it on.
Yeah.
You have to reach to a person, and by and large, most of us welcome and enjoy contributing to the next generation.
Yes, sir. Amazing. Sir, can you please take us back to the moment when you received your uniform for the first time? How do you felt like? I mean, was it a single event or a journey of many small moments?
See, before that, I will tell you,
Yeah,
what shaped me from uh, thinking about the uniform before I even looked at.
sure.
See, what shaped me and fascinated me even before I could, think of uniform was my parents, and I owe it to them. My mother went through partition, through turmoil. She was Punjabi girl from Lahore before partition,
Okay. Mm.
coming from a very affluent Agnihotri family, very well known family.
Yeah.
She had lost her brother in a murder during the partition, and she went through some very difficult times during the riots during partition.
Yeah.
But she always carried the family through every storm. I told you my father was declared missing, dead or alive in 1962 war for 3 months. She always, she never let her face show any anxiety. In front of us, she was always reassuring us that all will be well and he will get back. Uh, Next, I remember when I had a elder brother who who gave his life for the nation at the age of 20 years when he was only a second lieutenant. You know, he was 6 years elder to me on the Chinese border in 1972, 5th of March, in an unfortunate freak accident of lightning. He died there while on a night attack exercise on the Chinese border. That is something very big for a family to lose a young 20 years old officer, second lieutenant son on the Chinese border. Even just 3 months after he became an officer and before even he came home. But she braved that. I never saw them, my parents crying anytime. She used to, when I used to feel sad, she used to tell me that, look, you need to feel proud that Bhaiya has given his life for the nation. You know, we are a proud family. So that's how, she used to keep us strong. And later, even later in life, when she battled with cancer, she would always be very active, very positive, and full of energy. So, strength does not come with noise. Strength comes by demonstration and in silence at that time. And that was the strength I learned from her. Then I have father. I told you he was jailed during the freedom struggle. He was a very, pre-independence army officer in the British Army. He fought the Second World War in Burma with General Slim,
Yeah.
and he was. I would, in my mind, I think if I have to say who was my role model soldier, I would call him that. I've got no doubt it was my father. I had to see his crisp uniform, I had to see his discipline, and I remember the values that he gave us in life. And he always used to, even when I got commissioned, he told me, son, no, you are wearing your uniform for the first time. You will hang your uniform also once in life. But remember that it is not important that the ranks or the awards or the appointments you hold. It is more important that when you leave with respect
Yep.
and you leave with something that people behind you remember of having contributed to the organization and the nation.
Absolutely.
So that was his words. So parents played a very large part. We were brought up in a home where father was Maharashtrian, mother Punjabi. In 1949 they got married when they met in a defense services mess. So that was never heard of that time, but they both fell in love, and the family started liking them. We used to have Aarti at home, but my father being Fauji, we went to all religious places. He used to say that you are born a human being. Only when you start opening your eyes, people tell you that, you're a Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Isai. So religion is not God given.
True.
You are born a human being and be human first. So I have been to Gurdwara Sahib, I have been to the mosque, I've been to the church, temples, of course. We used to have Aarti every day, Jagdambe Aarti every day in the evening as a family. And a helper in the house, the army guy, was Ahmad Bhaiya, a Muslim.
Yeah.
And he was like a father to me. He used to take so much care of me. So we never thought of anything about religion or such small things of life, and that is what I was brought up. Now you're asking me how I felt was it a single moment or a journey of many small moments,
Yep. Yep.
uh, so I would say it is never a single moment. I told you how I grew up and the Fauji environment I grew up. As a young boy, maybe I remember very clearly, maybe 4 or 5 years old, when I used to go with my parents, there used to be tanks on the crossroad, right? In cantonments and all, the park there, Pakis tanks with captured or others.
Yep.
I used to be always fascinated by this. What is this massive monster of war? And when I would see it, something would happen to me in my body, in my heart. My pulse would increase.
Yep.
I didn't know the word destiny then, but I did know that I can dream with my eyes open.
Yep.
And I dreamt with my eyes open that one day I'm going to sit on top of this tank and drive this tank.
Yep.
That was my dream. But later, when destiny took place, the entire Indian Army tanks and all the other armored vehicles came under me as Director General Mechanized Forces. So that is destiny.
Amazing.
But the message I want to give to your youngsters is,
Yep.
you know, dream with your eyes open and dream big.
True.
And if you do that, your dreams will come true. Work hard and make your dreams come true. So that was one. Right. Second thing, which was a trigger to my joining army, was as to go with my mother
Yep.
to the military hospital. After 62, after 65, after 71 war, to visit the war wounded soldiers. We didn't know them, but as a family, my mother would carry fruits and some sweets, and we would go to the army wards there, a military hospital, and where these injured people are there, war wounded, we would give them fruits and cheer them up and or something. And there, it was an why I was taken by my mother and my father. It was an education because I saw the uniform's glory and the cost and its cost in the same room. You know,
Yep.
that shaped me more than any recruitment poster or any equipment did. The respect and the pride even these war wounded soldiers displayed, in spite of having lost a limb, having lost an arm or gone blind, but they were always motivated and they always felt good that they've done something for this. Now came uh, my brother's death. That happened in 72. And again, there were two things. Either I, I go into a shell
Yep.
and moan and get into a depression. But thanks to my upbringing, I took it as a challenge that now I am the only son of the family left, and I have to carry this legacy forward and my dream forward.
Sure.
So, whole lot of these things came together, and after school, I actually cleared my medical entrance exam. I even got a seat in Gandhi Medical College, you know. But my heart was to join the army, and I wanted to join NDA. So I qualified for NDA, and my father and mother, in spite of having the loss of a young son, my elder brother, they never hesitated. That is courage more than mine, of my parents, to say that, son, we are proud of you. Go ahead and join National Defense Academy and do the nation proud. First came nation, family came later. That told me do the nation proud. So that is a sort of legacy and small things that help me to go and wear a uniform.
Amazing, sir. So you know when you're saying your story and about your brother, I really got my goosebumps. I don't know how to express it, and I can't
Yeah.
even show it. But some family stories are that kind, sir. Actually, they are so much inspiring for our generation that we aspire to become to we aspire to become more. We want to do more for the country. We want to do more for our families. But as you said, country comes first. I put this on my mind all the time. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So now that you lead a full life and have children of your own, which values do you feel most responsible for passing them to the next generation, sir?
See, I it is called passing it down.
Yep.
What you learn, what you imbibe in life,
Yep.
must not be reinvented by your children. You should take them all.
Yep.
What do you imbibe? Indian culture, Indian values. The last 5 6 years of my parents, when they were not so well, we asked them to shift to our house. We took care of them. uh, our children learned that this is the Indian culture.
True.
A family looks after the elders and lives like a family. So that is a value. Every 5th of March is my brother's death anniversary. Uh, I go to the National War Memorial because his name is there on the wall. I go and pay my respect, me, my wife, my family, my children. We go there, we place flowers, my sister, and we are giving a whatever the message I'm giving to my children. It's not that my children are knowing that what does sacrifice for the nation mean, and they feel very proud
True.
when they talk to their friend, like you know,
Yep.
about it. That my father's elder brother name is in the National War Memorial because he gave life for the nation. So values that I learned have to be passed down with that's my values to my children. That is how a family grows in values.
Yeah.
And something which is very important, which I was taught, and which is maybe of a message to your uh, viewers.
Yeah.
In life, it's we, it's not I.
True.
That single shift in language changes how you lead, how you love, and how you live. It's all about we.
Yeah.
Discipline without compassion is control. So, therefore, you have to ensure that whatever you do, be it discipline, is not something to, a negative punishment. Discipline is to do your duty with passion and happiness in the correct manner so that you have a correct outcome.
Yeah.
One more thing that we always preach in our family, and I learned and passed it on to my children and to all my subordinates who served under me for nearly 4 decades when I was in uniform from 78 to 2017,
Yeah.
is that you have to be secular in practice, not just the speech.
True.
In the defense forces, we have something known as Sarvdhamsthal. All gods are in one place, and we pray for all.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to. It is the misinterpretation which carries people on the wrong side. But if you read it correctly, all gods have the same message of love, peace, uh, and camaraderie and togetherness. And I think my family is a role model of it. I told you my mother Punjabi, father Maharashtrian. My wife is a Punjabi.
Yeah.
My sister is married to Punjabi. I've got two daughters. One daughter is married to a Kashmiri Sikh, and the younger daughter is married to Bihari. So it's never about the state, religion, caste, creed. It is about amicability, love, and bonding.
True. True.
This is the value that has to go across the generation, where love, bonding prevails over caste, creed, and religion.
Yep.
Like I said in the beginning, you are born an Indian. You're born in India, so you are born an Indian. Minute you open your eyes, then you start getting a religion, caste, creed.
True.
So before that, you must remember you are a human for humanity.
Absolutely.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said, humanity comes first than the religion.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I had a Punjabi friend. She's a Christian, but she lives in Singapore now.
Yeah.
She always says that in India, people always fight about religion. But I said her many times that it is not the case. You're far apart. You've been there long enough. You just come back home and you look how things are in India right now. Then you will know what it is.
Abs- Absolutely. Look, I'll tell you, I studied in a convent school, Bishop's, Pune. That was my last school. Otherwise, St. Joseph's and various schools every 2 years, 3 years, I think. Every Friday, we used to go for service to the church,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Never thought that why should I go to the church? I'm Hindu. That never came to me. When I became an officer, I was commissioned into a Jat squadron, so I used to go to the mandir and do one mandir parade and pray every day. Thereafter, I moved to a Sikh squadron. I went to Gurdwara Sahib. I could recite the Ardas along with them. Later in life, when I was Lieutenant General, I became Colonel of a regiment which had Khemkhani Muslims.
Yep.
So I went there on Eid. I did namaz in the mosque. But never ever it came to me that look, I am born, made a Hindu, and why am I going to all this? No, in the army, your religion is your men.
True.
Your religion is Indian.
Yep.
You never think that best of my friends are Muslims and best of my classmates are Christians.
Yeah.
I told you my son-in-law is a Kashmiri Sikh, a wonderful boy.
Yeah.
He's more like a son to me. One is the Bihari, the younger one. Again, we are more friends than father-in-law, son-in-law.
Yes, sir.
So these things you have to learn. That look, we are humans first. You know,
Yep.
shed this cobwebs of hate towards each other.
True. True.
They all have the same message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said, in Fauji or in army, you say that humans are our religion, our part. I mean, our soldiers are our religion. Then why only in army, sir? Why not in real life public, sir?
Because in army, it's a question of life and death,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you lead your men and they follow you with full trust and confidence in your responsibility. They give their life for the decisions you take.
True. True.
Now, if someone is trusting you with his life, are you going to tell him, are you Hindu? Are you Muslim? Are you Sikh? Are you Christian?
Never.
No, sir. We are from the same regiment. Our regiment is uppermost. Naam, Namak, Nishan. Imandari, Wafadari, Ekta. These are the and we do we when you go to battle we give a war cry of the regiment and we lead as regimental officers. No religion.
Yep.
I I may be a Hindu by incident, But I'm reading Sikhs and Muslims and Christians and Hindus as followers to me, knowing very well that some of them may not come back home. But that's my responsibility, and that's the trust that imposed in me.
True.
So, where is religion in all this?
No way.
It is camaraderie, it is brotherhood, it is trust, it is responsibility, it is that nation above all, it is leadership.
Yeah.
It is that they know that our leader will always keep the nation and the welfare of the men uppermost than his own.
True. True.
That's the difference.
True. I wish I mean, not just Fauji's, but I wish everyone in the public can change their mindset by saying that just adopt the no, adopt that Fauji mindset that every people are same. When we do that collectively and grow, maybe my country grows. Sir, let's switch up our gaze a little bit. Now we go to leadership. I mean, I specifically choose this leadership topic because I am an early stage founder, and people I care about are actually early stage startup founders. I am an early stage startup founder myself. So we want to learn from exceptional guys like you. So let's start with that. Sir, tell me about the time when everyone around you expected answers, but you didn't have complete information.
Okay. See, leadership is tested
Yep,
under adversity and uncertainty.
true.
Otherwise, in peacetime or in a routine, it is, there are no leadership challenges. Now, I'll give you this thing.
Yep.
Between 1997, 96, and 99, I was posted in the Kashmir Valley. 97 to 99, I was GSO1 operations in Kashmir looking after the anti militancy desk. When anti terrorist operations in Kashmir were at its peak,
Speak. Yes.
right?
Yes.
There was limited technology also at that time.
Yep.
And you had to undertake operations, and the terrorists were in abundance at that time. It was a very active period of terrorism there. You almost never had complete information.
True.
You had bits and pieces of intelligence, which was partial. Situations were changing by the minute,
Yep.
and your orders had to be given and decisions had to be taken in the middle of uncertainty and perfect information.
Yep.
So what I learned is that you gather what you can as fast as you can,
Yep.
and then you trust your training and your team's instinct rather than wishing for a perfect data information.
Yep.
Which is the myth. You'll never have perfect. Even with technology, there will be ambiguities or information overload.
True.
So, waiting for it is not caution. Waiting for perfection is a slower form of failure.
Yep.
A right decision at a wrong time is a better decision than a wrong decision at the right time.
Amazingly put,
You
sir.
know.
Yep.
So you have to take your decisions under ambiguity.
Yep.
You have to take your decisions with you have to have your instinctive decisions taken when things are not clear, because that is where your training comes in. That is where your leadership comes up.
True.
That is where your intellectual experience comes up. I give you an example.
Yep. Yep.
I was a young major.
Yeah.
You remember there used to be a Mandal commission, for reservation, and there were riots in India all over. I was posted in Patiala. I was a very young major. And in the morning, there's a place called Samana where riots had broken down and students had gone berserk. Morning, I get a message. My CEO called me that the DC and they, through the army, we got orders that army has been called to quell the riots and to take control because the civil administration had run out, the runaway, the exchange, telephone exchange was burning, the police station had been burnt, and people, police had run away, and there was absolute chaos and mayhem. So army had been called in to control the situation, and I was told that I will have to go along with my team of 40 people in vehicles and go to Samana, which is about 45 kilometers away.
Yeah.
To reach there, this came at around 11 o'clock or something. I was told that you have to reach there latest by 2 o'clock. So quickly, we are trained for air and civil authorities. We got hold of our men. Now, imagine when I reached there, there is no civil administration to give me any information. There is no security person to give me any input
Yeah.
that where it started, how it started, who are the good elements, who are the bad elements, who's behind this, what all damage. All I knew was a briefing which saying that they burnt everything and they're there. So I entered Samana with my string. And as soon as I entered on the main road, I decided that we'll go to a college hall and we'll camp there. But when I was going to the main road, I saw a large crowd of maybe 300, 400, 500 young students with sticks in their hand, and one or two had that fire, mashal in their hand, and posters and shouting, Mandal Commission, Mudabad, and all those agitated lot. Now, what do you do? They are your own people. You're not going to fire on them. You'll create a situation which is much worse. So I stopped my vehicle. I stopped my vehicle. I stopped the men. I told my men that look, you don't come with me. All of you are going to stay there, and I'm going to go. I took out my pistol, which was with me. I left it in the vehicle. I said I will just go and meet them and talk to them. First thing is break a communication. There's a communication between the agitators and the others which is broken. I will go and establish a communication. That is the first thing to quieten them. तो my JCOs and my men said, साहब आप मत जाओ उधर, देखो उनके पास मशाल है, उनके पास डंडे हैं, तो ऐसे हम भी आपके साथ आते हैं, गनमैन आ जाते हैं. I said no question. I don't want anyone to show force. I don't want no gunman, nothing. And you just sit there, observe. And if there's a crisis, don't shoot, but then come, then you come. So I walked to them. I showed that I had no weapons with them. And to the person in the end whom I could identify was possibly one of the leaders,
Yeah.
I went to him. Look, the army is here. This is the Indian army, which is the nation's army, which is the army of your nation, your people. We're not here to come to hit you or, arrest you or to put you in jail or to fire at you or your legs or something. We are here to talk to you and to tell you stop this arson and burning and destroying.
Yeah.
Don't let them misled people come and do this for you. You have a problem, I will listen to your problem and have faith. I will convey to the administration and will resolve it. But by destruction, by riots, nothing can be resolved.
True.
It
True.
only gets worse.
True.
So the short and tall of it is that no information, maximum risk.
Yep.
but a training which was imbibed in me,
Yep.
that when you meet a person, talk to him as a person to person,
Mm-hmm.
there half your problems are solved.
Communication. Yes, absolutely, sir.
After that, I told them, I said, I'm going to camp there.
Mm-hmm.
Five of you or seven of you whom you want to get there. We will talk out. We will work out a manner in which your grievances will be held.
Mm-hmm.
Send your entire procession back
Mm.
and ensure that there is no more arson, no more looting, no more uh, burning,
Yep.
and no more damage.
Yep.
If that happens, if that happens, I won't talk to you.
Yep.
So they agreed. People went away. They met me in the evening, and we worked out a way to resolve things. So the lesson I'm going to say
Yep.
is that you decide, you act, you walk closely, and you take decisions based on high risk, but an intuitive thing that what is the best way to solve it. It could have gone wrong, just too bad.
True.
So, therefore, even in battle or in terrorism, soldiers don't follow leaders who hide behind uncertainty.
Absolutely.
They follow leaders who stand in with them.
Yep.
So, that is how you counter ambiguity.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, sir, what separates a complacent leader from an exceptional leader, sir?
See, the competent leader and exceptional leader. A competent leader gets a task done.
Yes.
He concentrates on the plan.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a task done. But an exception leader
Mm-hmm.
gets the task done and leaves more leaders than he found.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Yes.
getting a task done and creating more leaders from your followers
Yep.
is what an exceptional leader is there. And in the army, you have to be an exceptional leader, because if during your planning or your execution of a plan
Yep.
something goes wrong, you know that there is another chap to take over the leadership as good as you and carry out the mission.
Yep.
That is exceptional leadership.
True.
So, an exceptional leader concentrates on planning
Yep.
and his team, because people are the greatest resource. He didn't concentrate on plan. Plan can go off.
Yes.
No plan is perfect.
Yep.
But the planning process is important. His team and his people are important. So plans can fail, planning will never fail. Individuals may be competent, but it takes a team to win.
True.
So we should never ever, uh, uh, take the responsibility for the loss, but give success ownership to the team. So
Yep.
therefore, I believe a good leader uh, not only leads by example, but to be a great leader, he has to create that sort of influence, that sort of trust, that sort of a responsibility, and that sort of a bonding where people are ready to follow you,
Mm-hmm.
because for them, they know that this leader will take care of us and our interests above everything else.
Yep. Sir, how can you separate? Can you separate the leaders between the leaders in army officers and the leaders in the army and the leaders in the corporate sectors? Are there? I mean, if you have to train a corporate leader, how are you going to train him?
See, I've been speaking and talking to the corporate leadership also.
Yeah.
See, corporate leadership, they are more like managers. In army, we don't want managers, we want leaders. See, if a corporate leadership, and the biggest example happened in COVID, the corporate leadership looks at profit and loss. You know, for him, he's a good manager if he gives a good profit. For a leader, it's not profit and loss. It is about the biggest resource, which is his men. How do they grow? And how does the organization overcome adversity? And why I said COVID was there, the profit and loss balance sheet vanished. People started, cutting down jobs. Even AI is cutting out jobs. But the matter of fact is that in leadership, they know that an institution is more important than money. Money will come and go, but institution has to grow. It has to adapt with times, and that is leadership. That is leadership. Manager, something goes wrong, he fires a guy. You don't perform. I'm giving you a fact. You don't perform. Take 2 months pay or 1 month pay, and sorry very much. A leader takes responsibility of that guy. He pats him and says, never mind. If you have failed, learn your lesson and you're going to do better and you're going to be more successful because failures teach. That is leadership.
True.
Everyone is not equal.
Yeah.
Some will fail. Unless you fail, you won't succeed in life.
Absolutely, sir.
So a manager, the corporate focuses on managerial skill.
Yeah.
The forces focus on leadership skills. And that's where the transition in the management must come out.
Yeah.
And they must understand the leadership traits, particularly 5 C's I talk of:
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
character, compassion,
Mm-hmm.
courage, commitment, and camaraderie.
Great.
These are 5 C's of leadership trait. Manager will teach you profit loss,
Yeah.
inventory management, you know, he'll teach you, technology oriented growth
Yeah.
and things like that. But he is not looking at the character. He's not looking at the well being of the resource. He's not looking at the future of that organization 10 years from now.
Yes.
That in my 10 years as a manager, how I contributed towards the organization or the institution becoming much better, not only in monetary terms, not only in, how much value of money
Mm-hmm.
that they earn. That was the difference between a manager in a corporate and a leader in civil service. So the same corporate has to learn and focus on leadership skills.
Absolutely.
Call the defense services young boys. Call the who have fought war, anti-terrorist operations. Call some senior leaders. Listen to them. Give them situations. Then say that in the corporate we solve in this way. What is the manner you solve it? I'm telling you, it will be much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sir.
there's a lot we have to learn.
Yeah. Sir, I saw some stats. I was researching on something, then I saw something that more than in India, more than soldiers die, whatever in accidents or in firing or in whatever incident it might be. More than the soldiers die, there are so many IT employees are dying. I mean, because of the suicide. So IT people are suiciding more than army people combined loss of their life. So I think there is a lot to change in themselves.
Yeah, it's very sad. The thing, why does a person commit suicide? And it's a leadership failure. His whether it's his parents, whether his teacher, whether his institution, Nothing happens like this. There are indications which come there. He's gone into a depression. He's stopped talking. He's stopped, eating less. There's so many indicators that they give you that, before you take the extreme step.
Yes, sir.
And that is where I'm saying that the people are the greatest resource, and the leader should understand his men
Yeah.
uh, in a very deep manner. When I was a second lieutenant, I had something known as a troop diary, in which each of my men who were under me, I knew where place they belonged to, what is their habit, everything. Their life story was with me,
Yeah.
so that I understood my men, and
Mm-hmm.
when I spoke to and behaved with them, I had that sort of the empathy. I had the compassion to understand what are the problems in their family, what have they gone through in their life. So that is leadership. It is not, employee and employer,
Mindset.
equation.
Yeah.
Just it's very sad that such sort of suicide take place, and I blame the leadership and the institution. They have failed. There's no doubt in that.
They do, sir. I don't know. Sir, when fear enters a room, whether in combat or a business, what should a leader do first?
See, the first thing is that you have to own your own fear.
Yeah.
Fear is natural.
True.
So anyone who says that I have no fear is being dishonest, right?
True.
So, but what happens is when you own your fear, you must not pass it down,
Mm-hmm.
because when you pass it down, it becomes panic.
True.
So
Yeah.
you have to, face fear, and facing fear and overcoming that is what is called courage.
True. True.
Right? Overcoming fear is what we call courage. And what is courage? So fear isn't like an acronym. Face everything and run. That's the FEAR. Or face everything and rise. You have two options.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
face everything and run. Panic. Everyone is in panic. Your mission is lost. Or face everything and rise. That's your leadership trait.
True leader.
And I'll again give you an example.
Sure, sir.
I was in Kashmir Valley. I told you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, from '96 to '99,
Yeah.
and this was on 7th of October, 7th of September,
Mm-hmm.
1996. Uh, I was getting back from North Kashmir, North Kashmir municipal area,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, my vehicle was ambushed. I had a protection vehicle ahead, protection vehicle behind, and my vehicle front. It was a S turn,
Yeah.
so front vehicle had gone ahead, and the rear vehicle a little behind. And there was a hillock on the side and a valley,
Mm-hmm.
and I got ambushed in that. The
Okay.
first time I faced live bullets. They hit my vehicle, dents were there, bullets went through. My driver, who was there, got hit a little on the left arm. Luckily, none of us got hit fatally.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what do you do? See, one was that I tell the driver that drive away fast. Let's. That means the militant's fear on you has prevailed, right?
Yeah.
I, as a leader,
Mm-hmm.
have failed if I tell him to drive away,
Mm.
because I've allowed to say that the militants have succeeded.
True. True.
The other thing, which is nothing great, nothing bravery about me, it's not about me. I'm just giving you an example.
Yes, sir.
Personally,
Yeah, but
we
we.
are we are trained.
Yeah.
We are trained. So the thing was that if you are static, you will die.
Absolutely.
Anything static, even your ECG, if becomes straight,
Mm.
you're no more.
Yeah.
So what we were trained was that we jumped out of the vehicle, four of us, driver, in spite of his injury, me, my, and two of my boys who were rear. We had AK-47 with us, and we charged towards where the fire was coming from. Now
Yeah.
you see, from being feared, we have transferred the fear onto the militants, on the terrorists.
Yep. Yep.
Terrorists is the correct word. So we have transferred. Now they are being hounded by us. Now they run away. We get some. We may not get all of them. But the point is, offensive is the best sort of defensive sport. Instead of running away or being static, we charged in them, and they failed in their mission, and
Yeah.
now they were being haunted.
Yeah.
So that is the transfer from fear to courage,
True.
what I'm talking about.
True. True.
And that is all of us. It's not only me. All of us are taught this in our academies, and all of us practice this under various circumstances, various adversities which come to us. So that is about fear.
Yeah. Sir, I asked you this because in our families there is no one to train us, right? Like in families like us, not just our family, but a lot of families like us, there is no one to train to how to behave when you're fear or not, how not to. The only reason I ask these specific question to all the army officers or air force officers that I represent is that we get to learn from different stories. When there is a let's say when there is a fear in a family of maybe fear of death or fear of whatever, there are so many fears, then how do they face it? Some people may run out, some people may fire back. So if they want to fire back, what are the stories they're going to remember? Because stories are the best way people remember, and they can emulate, they can adapt to whatever the situations they have. So that is the best example I got, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I also want to ask, what is the one leadership lesson that you learned in a hard way, sir? Apart from that, riots.
Uh, there are many things, but since you asked me one leadership lesson
Yeah, yeah,
uh, and the hard way, see, leadership lesson which is not really through academies or training or something which I learned was the loss of someone dear and near to you
yeah,
teaches you to be a stronger human being. Teaches you to be a stronger human, much stronger than inner strength is more important than your physical outer strength.
true.
Mental resilience,
Yeah,
brave heart,
yeah,
and I call it, broad shoulders, straight, large heart, and a straight spine.
yeah,
These are leadership traits. So when the loss of my brother took place,
yeah,
you know, I think it was a turning point in my life because I learned a lot. I learned about sacrifice. I learned about uh, you know nation first. I learned about respect. I learned about leadership.
yeah,
You know,
sir.
you cannot learn these through academies or through posters.
Absolutely,
You
sir.
learn this through life's experience. Everyone has, I mean, no one has a perfect life. Everyone has something or the other, some turbulence. No road is straight.
True,
It goes zigzag, zigzag of life.
true, true, true.
But every zigzag, every bump, every challenge every adversity, look at it as a learning of life.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
That is very, very important. I have not only my brother, I've lost quite a few friends to terrorism operations in the valley.
Yeah.
I still remember one of my close friends sitting with me in the office, and suddenly his unit had to go for an operation. Gurinder left for his operation, and in that operation, he died. And we learnt of that. Message came to me, and we had to tell his family. Since I was close to both of them, I was given the task to go and uh, inform them. Immediately, my thought came home. We got a call in the evening at 7:40 or 7:14, sorry,
Yeah.
of my brother not being no more. And here I was going physically to a lady to tell that her husband is not going to return home. You know, so there, it's extremely difficult
True.
to imagine this. It can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Can be a nightmare. But then you learn lessons. That is what life is all about.
Yeah.
You may slip in a toilet and go off.
Yeah.
But you have to live a life worth living, a life which will be remembered that you have done something in life for your nation, something in your life for your organization, something for, beyond yourself.
Yeah. At least for the family.
Look beyond family or anyone,
Yeah.
beyond yourself, beyond a selfish look. What I have done, and I may have, passed away, but I aim for something larger. And that larger thing will always be remembered by generations to come.
Yeah.
Generations to come. Because it was not a selfish endeavor. So that is one lesson. I think sometimes adversity teaches you the biggest lesson of life.
Absolutely, sir.
And I learned that lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we shall move to. I mean, I will be releasing this on Independence Day. Not that Independence Day. I mean, Independence Day is special, but Independence Day, nation shouldn't be considered only on the Independence Day. It should be considered every single day of our lives, and we have to contribute every single day of our life to our nation building, sir. So I want to learn. I mean, I am deep patriotic, sir. Right? I want to be an army man, but it didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to me, but I can live like that. I mean, I can live contributing towards my country, whatever things I am doing. Likewise, there are so many people who want to contribute towards the country. So we want to learn from you what, how, nation building will work. Right? This chapter is going to be on nation building. Sir, when you think,
Okay, good.
yeah, sir,
So,
when you think about
yeah.
defending India, it's not only soldiers who build the nation. What responsibilities do entrepreneurs like us, teachers, scientists, engineers, and ordinary citizens carry?
See, let me tell you, to be a soldier of the nation, you don't have to wear a uniform.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, uh, today, by doing this podcast, you are spreading a message for the youth, for the leaders, for the founders.
Yeah.
You are a soldier. You're doing something beyond yourself for the good of the future. So you can be a soldier in any uniform. You can be a doctor, you're a soldier.
Yeah.
You can be engineer, you can be an IT expert, you can be industrialist, you can be a scientist, you can be a sports player doing pride for India. You can be a soldier in any uniform, in any dress,
Yes, sir.
as long as I told you it's about we, not I,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and that we is we the people of India, we Indians.
Yeah.
So it's not just important that You live in India. India must live in you.
Absolutely, sir.
You have to be a proud Indian. And to not only a proud Indian, you have to be a very responsible Indian. So you can contribute to nation building in whatever form. It has got no age, no job criteria, no color, creed, religion, or any such thing. As long as you call yourself an Indian,
Yeah.
a responsible Indian, you can contribute to doing something for the nation. Don't ask, what has the nation done for me? Before that, ask yourself, what have I done for the nation? I call myself Indian. What have I done for India?
Yeah.
Not what India has done for me.
Yeah.
Look at
Absolutely.
that. Look at from that viewpoint, uh, you will be responsible. Second thing, national security is not only about protecting borders and law and order.
Yeah.
National security is a chain in which each link is important and the weakest link is the most important one.
Yeah.
So, security is everyone's responsibility.
True.
Everyone's responsibility. It is not only a soldier or a policeman or a CRPF or a disaster manager. It is the responsibility of citizens.
Yeah.
So citizen has to be responsible not only to pay his tax and be disciplined and imbibe culture, but more importantly, if he sees something wrong which is going to harm the nation, or he sees something which is happening today, in the world of social media and you know radicalization, so many things are happening. You have to report it. Be an Indian, it's your India. Otherwise, your children, your next generation will suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
If not for the nation, at least look at for your next generation. Make India a better place for the future generation.
Absolutely, sir.
Give that responsibility. Take that responsibility. Not और कोई देखेगा मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. What is my responsibility as an Indian, which I am doing to not only make India great, but also to make the future generation of our family better generation and more prosperous generation and a better generation. That's important.
Yeah. Sir, as you said, how can we? Can you please also give some more examples as how can we contribute towards national security, sir? Because our first line of defense is we all um, citizens of India. We are the first line of. I mean, I think like we should be the
Yes,
first line of defense. We have to stop it first. Then, if we can't stop it, then police or hierarchy.
absolutely. So you're right. I'm running a initiative, which is an initiative of. I'm a strategic director to an organization called CAPSI, Centralization of Private Security Industry, they have conceived. The chairman has conceived National Citizen Security Culture, which is a project which we are trying to run through the Ministry of Home Affairs and RRU, Raja Raksha University, in which we are wanting to imbibe a security culture in our citizens, right? Starting from school.
Yeah.
Starting from school.
Yeah.
Why, you tell me, why must not all children go through NCC?
Everyone have to.
Discipline,
Yep.
discipline. Every school must share
Yep.
discipline, na- nationhood,
Yep.
nationalism,
Yep.
pride for the nation,
Yep.
right? And security consciousness.
True.
These are basics. So this thing has to start at school. That everyone, that if I see something or if I hear something which is not good for the nation, I must reach out and inform someone whom I have to inform. The problem is today we don't want to do that, because if I see something wrong and I go to a police station and tell them that, look, this is happening, this is wrong, I say, Mera to next 5 years I'll be running in the police station only giving, evidence or doing something, and it'll become a pain. So I don't want to do that. We have to change that attitude, both of the police, of the security agencies, and the society and people.
Everyone have to serve.
People have to be made central to the national security apparatus.
Yep.
More importantly, today, when things like social media, rumors, all this start happening. Today, India is number one country in the world which is most susceptible for malinformation, rumors, and disinformation.
Okay.
It's a study. We are so gullible as Indians.
Bad.
So something on WhatsApp comes up, something we just forward it to people, and that forward becomes authentic.
Yep.
Now we have to be responsible. That is responsible. Who does this? This has to be taught, inculcated, trained, mock-up exercises done
Yep.
in schools. When children are young,
Yep.
formidable age.
Yep.
It has to be done in the homes,
Yep.
when the parents have to guide the thing, so that children are not misguided by people who are on the wrong path.
Yep. Yep.
Because there's a generation who wants to move on fast forward. Everything is shortcut to achieve the outcomes, and in the shortcut, wrong things can come in. So who teaches them this value?
No one. No one.
It is parents.
Yep.
It is upbringing. So it is the entire ecosystem outside and within the homes which has to be created, a more favorable, appreciated environment by the security agencies to be more approachable for such acts. Better connectivity has to take place, and more importantly, why I called it a national citizen security culture. It's a cultural mindset of a change, saying security is everyone's responsibility. Today, in an age of cyber wars and information war,
Yep.
society is the first target, and the people are the first responders.
Yep.
There's no doubt. Borders have become borderless. Geography has turned. Even before the first bullet is fired, there's cyber attacks, there's disinformation campaign, this is psychological warfare, this is information warfare. All these are happening.
Yep.
We have to build resilience. We have
Absolutely.
to build the strength in our children and our citizens. Who does that? Schooling, education, grooming, upbringing,
Yeah.
corporate. How many of the corporates, you tell me, have a session on security culture?
Nope.
All are talking of conferences for where do we go ahead, how much money we do, what is CSR and all. Why don't you spend your CSR funds for building up a national security strategic culture
No, they won't.
amongst your employees?
Yep.
Have mock-up exercises, train them. It is going to benefit your corporate,
Just
if nothing else. So these are things which we have to focus on our citizens, every citizen of the country.
yep. Yep. Sir, how can we help you to bring it to life, sir? I mean, is it already live?
This national citizen security culture,
Yep.
yeah. So what you all can help me is join a movement
Yep.
in the nation to say that I am responsible also for the security of the nation.
True.
That is my responsibility. And if I see something wrong which could harm the nation or which is not right, I will not adopt an ostrich approach and put my head down.
Yep.
I will at least reach out and inform the right people that this is wrong, which is happening. You know,
Yep.
so if you see something, say something.
Sure.
This is something that you and I, anyone can do that. Anyone can do that.
Yep.
So that ownership must be taken by each one of us.
Absolutely, sir. At the end of the day, it is for the future generation, and it is our kids who are going to grow
Absolutely,
further.
absolutely.
Yep. Sir, India wants to become a developed nation by 2047, right? What qualities must
Yeah.
India's young Indians develop if the vision is to become reality, and how?
See, 2047 uh, is not too far away for a nation's, you know, path.
Yeah.
But what we need to do as a nation is firstly become a Su- Viksit Bharat cannot happen unless you are Surakshit Bharat,
True.
right?
Yep.
So you have to build in a secure India that stands on its feet, which is self-reliant, Atmanirbhar, but also not only in defense or in factories, but also in the spirit,
Yeah.
spirit of being an Indian. So that is one being a secure Indian. Second is a secure Surakshit Bharat
Yep.
for 2047.
Yep.
Because the reality of life is only strength is respected. If you're weak, you will be exploited. And India, on its rise, will come across increasingly seeds which are sown by powers from outside
Yep.
to weaken you or to delay your rise. Because it's simple equation in international relation. No, nations who are on the top want someone to come up to that level.
Absolutely. Yep.
So you'll have challenges to your secure rise. As long as we overcome that, we don't fall prey to that, and we remain a secure, self-reliant, self-sufficient, Atmanirbhar Bharat, we will ensure that we become Viksit Bharat 2047. One.
Yep.
Second thing is, we are a very large nation. We have a blessed geography.
Yep.
We have the continental shelf. We have got high altitudes, 19,000 Siachen.
Yep.
We've got jungles, we've got deserts, we've got islands. So we have a very vast geography, and it's a blessing. Vast geography, largest population, uh, largest number of states, so many states, so many religions, and so many languages and dialect. You know, unity in diversity is something that we have to focus on
Yep.
because this can be a strength or a vulnerability.
Absolutely.
So we have to, what I'm trying to say, with such a large challenge of such a large population, we have to ensure that we are a secular India.
Yep.
We do not give space for a radical India. Don't give space for dividing our nation on this and radicalization to take place.
Yeah.
So we want India above all religions. We want a secular India. We want everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, or thing, to be called a proud and a responsible India. So secular India is the second one. Third thing, what we have to do, and very important in today's environment, we have seen recent protests and all. Look, it's a blessing that we have a youth bulge in this 1.4 billion. Our median age is 29, 30
Yeah.
years, right?
Yeah.
We have to harness this youth power towards the right direction.
Yeah.
See, a youth bulge can be a boon or a bomb.
Yes.
If you don't harness it, it'll become a bomb.
Yes.
If you ignore it, it can become a bomb. If you harness the strength, it's a boon for the nation.
Yeah.
Imagine a young population nation driving the future,
Yeah.
who are vibrant, full of ideas, full of passion, full of nationalist spirit, and wanting to do something great for the nation, for themselves, and for their own families. What better can this opportunity be? But it has to be exploited beyond politics, beyond small mindsets.
Yeah.
So this youth power has to be balanced. And my fourth point is Viksit Bharat can only happen when we convert India into Bharat.
Agreed.
That means where everyone at the grassroots level feels a change, grows along with it, and has prosperity, pride, and ownership along with. It is not only metros or industrialists who continue to make money, and the poor and the poverty line continues to be there, or the people in the villages. A lot has happened. Villages have transformed. There's no doubt in that.
Yeah.
Prosperity lines have improved. Education has improved. But we need to do a lot.
True. True.
We have a long way to go. We're not even halfway.
Yeah.
We have a long way to go. I mean, we say हम भारतीय हैं. Where is Bharat lies? Where does the roots of Bharat lie? Don't forget that. It's not on the streets of Connaught Place or Luton's. It's in the deserts, it's in the jungles, it's in the tribes,
It is
it's in
everywhere.
the island territories. You have to bring about a change there.
True. True.
Per capita income has to go up, happiness index has to go up, pride and ownership of being an Indian has to go up.
Absolutely.
So these are the values that must empower Viksit Bharat or India 2047 as we call it.
Yeah. Sir, when you look at India, I mean, you interact with a lot of youngsters, right? With my age, I am nearly 30 now.
Yeah.
So when you look at India's young generation today, what gives you the greatest hope and what genuinely worries you?
See, I have a lot of hope. I, you know, I always look at them with a sense of pride
Yeah.
of the young generation. I look at my daughters. I've got one granddaughter. I look at with them a lot of pride because I firmly believe that every generation is a better generation, better evolved than the previous generation. Right? That is evolution of generation.
Yeah.
Only thing we have to, the elder generation has to put in is to imbibe the values, ethics, and culture into them. You know, so that they what I spoke initially of the compass,
Yeah.
direction, and character. That is cannot be compromised. That is a common baseline for all generations.
Yeah.
But intellect wise, innovativeness, education, awareness, is they every generation is a better generation. You have to give them responsibility. So I have great hope, I have great faith,
Yeah.
and I have great trust that the future generation and the present generation and the future generation will do India proud. My only red line, which I always feel a little skeptical, is in the speed of growth of the future generation.
Yeah.
In a world of social media and information moving at such speeds and noise being built inside this speed of information, it should not create a clutter in the mind of the generation which is unfounded,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is against the nation. So use social media effectively for the nation. You've seen the digital revolution that has created in the nation.
True.
Today, even a cobbler, when I go to him, he has this
UPI.
code there. That means, more importantly, that means he has a bank account where the
Yep.
money is going.
Yep.
So it's a very good thing. But then it also has ways to create vulnerabilities and wrongdoings.
Yep.
Digitalization has pluses and minuses.
Yes, sir.
So we can't say that stop social media, stop digital subsystem because they can be exploited. Point is education. Education school has to change. Education college has to be more responsible. Upbringing has to be more responsible to teach the right and wrongs.
Yep.
A youth mind is vibrant mind. He wants to do something or she wants to do something. It is always vibrant. In that vibrance, a germ must not be injected.
Yep.
Or if it is tries to enter, it must be shunned out.
Yep.
Why? Because the values you have taught in school, colleges, and home are there. You will not accept wrong information. I will not forward information which I have not become authentic just because a friend has sent me. So I don't want to, forward it on WhatsApp or Insta or Facebook to five more people. That five will become 500 in seconds.
Every share counts.
So yeah, so you have to be a digital world. You have to be conscious, educative,
Yep.
responsible,
Yep.
and exploit it in the right manner, right direction, not against the nation, right?
Yep.
So I have a lot of faith in the future generation. I think they are tremendous lot. And I'm not talking theory. When I interact with them, it's so interesting. It is so nice to hear them.
Yep.
It is so nice to see how eager, what passion they have.
Yes,
Only
sir.
thing is to guide them, and I guide them.
Sir,
Okay.
we are the largest population in the world. We have the largest population in the world, right? I look at it in this way. One, one is geographical population. We are united. Let's say we are united, and one is digital population. We are high among that as well, right? And what mindset shifts we have to bring to make this digital population united, because our narratives usually come from the western or another parts of the country, right? They get penetrated into our digital population, and it gets spread like a wildfire. And the people who truly love India will also get influenced by that. Then what
You're right.
sorry then
Yeah, go ahead.
how can we ensure that our digital population is more robust and more like they think critically towards where is this coming from and why is this narrative is being portrayed upon us? How do we have to ensure that safety, sir?
So I think as a digital world and then for a digital population, we are still evolving.
Yeah.
We have firstly have to have Atmanirbhar uh, digitization in all. I think we are still not, we are still dependent on certain data, certain AI models,
Yeah.
certain critical technologies outside. And when you have these imported technologies which find their way into the digital world, whether it's an app or whether it is, uh, technology which is infiltrated or creating a digital platform for you,
Mhm.
it can always be manipulated.
Absolutely.
So the first thing is you have to be, you have to have a indigenous, right? Lot of things have been done to replace, Zoom mail and replace email and WhatsApp and Insta and other Facebooks and all
Yeah.
by secure Indian platforms.
Hmm.
But the matter of fact is that it will take a major change in mindset,
Yep.
assessment of credibility of the new platform, and a complete shift.
Yep.
Now, today, if I have an alternate platform, they are Indian alternate platform to WhatsApp, but then if 80% of my friends and uh, relations and contacts are on WhatsApp, I have to go 20%. I can't be switching between two platforms.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
So there has to be a shift which has to take place,
Hmm.
like it is done in China also. It's a different model because uh, they are not a democratic country.
Yep. Yep.
But in a democratic country where you can't force people to do it, you have to create a better platform, indigenous better platform.
Yep.
So willingly people go to. So there is one question is of technology,
Hmm.
to use this correct. And the other I've already spoken to you, which is of parental guidance and school and college education as such, which has to take place, right?
Yep.
So you have to look at both these.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Our parents usually say that you have to stop doing, I mean, my parents usually say that I have to stop doing whatever doing and get a job, but I
Mm,
argue
mm,
otherwise. I would say you don't have to
mm.
give me any money, but I can look after myself. But I love the path I chose, and this is the way I am going. No matter whatever you're gonna say, I'm not going to listen you. This is what my country needs, and this is what I need. And and I'm actually working in manufacturing sector, sir. And
All right.
as you said, villages has to grow from the bottom up. I live in a village, sir, and
Okay. Very
I
nice.
am starting my factory in my village, sir. Sooner, maybe in 1 year time.
Excellent. Excellent.
That is where the growth
Excellent.
should happen, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you lived in the army. What was the army taught you about friendship, sacrifice, and loss that you couldn't have learned anywhere else, sir?
Uh, Friendship
Yep.
uh,
Sacrifice.
is one which is bonded for life. It is thicker than blood.
True.
And when you meet anyone from the army or National Defense Academy, anyone, you are willing to give your life for him. It's a different feeling of bonding, a different feeling of brotherhood,
Yep.
because the army has always been the foremost family, a family above all. So you spend greater time of your life. I've spent more time in my unit and other than with my family. My The strength of the family is my wife, who took care of the children, education, guidance, bringing them up. While I was in offices or exercises or in non-field, non-peace stations, you know. So bonding in the army and friendship in the army is something which is very difficult to explain. Very difficult to explain. Today, let's say a few months back, I met someone who was a Jawan who taught me about tank radio. I was coming back. He came to know from some other third person that I was traveling. He contacted me. He blocked the road. From there, he took me to his house. We spent 2 3 hours in his house, laughing, remembering old times. That is bonding.
Yeah.
That is friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, on Sunday,
Yeah.
I met one of my course
Mm-hmm.
from NDA
Yeah.
after 49 years.
I saw that
First
photo.
time.
Yeah.
Now that is bonding. We kept chatting, kept laughing, kept remembering. And the point is, this bonding is so deep that you can give your life, give your blood for them. There's no question.
Yeah.
You will not ask him why. It is do it, done. That is the answer. So that is the sort of friendship uh, depth that happens. Now, sacrifice.
Yeah.
Nothing in life can be achieved without sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Let's be very clear,
Yeah.
whether in uniform or otherwise. When you undertake something, you have to sacrifice your personal thing for a larger gain. You fact sacrifice your personal home time because you want to do something for the nation or the unit as such. You sacrifice, your comfort for the comfort of your men and for the well-being of the nation. Right? You sacrifice your sleep
Yep.
for the growth of the unit because you're at night you're working out plans, you're wargaming, and you're saying because why? You have a responsibility towards the unit, towards your men, because they trust you.
True. True.
And when you lead, you are ready to sacrifice yourself to for the safety of your men.
Absolutely.
And your men understand that. That is sacrifice. Sacrifice is something bigger than yourself.
Yep.
Sacrifice is not I. Sacrifice is what I do for the betterness of something which is much bigger.
Yep.
Service before self.
Yes, sir.
That is sacrifice. And what is the third thing you said?
I said about family.
Family.
Yep.
Family is a strength which creates a strength to your uniform,
Yep.
right? Unless your family is there, your peace of mind, your concentration and field can never take place, right? It has to be of that thing. So the family, the wife, children love you. They may not see you that much.
Yeah.
The wife takes the ownership of bringing up the children, schooling, teaching, running the house. You may come and go. Uh, they are proud. That is your personal family. But the larger thing, what we call a family, is the unit.
Yep.
Everyone in that unit is a family, because we say uh, in the army, it is not that you're doing a job.
Hmm.
It is a way. It is a way of life. Serving in the army is a way of life, and In that way of life, where you serve
Yeah.
is your family. Unit is your family. You have to take care of the training, you have to take care of the growth, you have to take care of the welfare, you have to take care of the well being, you have to take care of how you mold them for the future.
Sure. Sure.
So that is about the family.
Sir, nowadays, what brings joy in your life, sir?
Ah, I think ever since born, I've always had joy at various stages of life. But I think the joy now is I can dictate my own time, and I started writing
Yeah.
uh, poetry. I got a book on Heartbeats of a Tank Man,
Nice.
which is a poetry of my life story.
Yeah.
So I write, I invest in, writing articles, future warfare, security, so that I continue to contribute towards my organization and national security.
Yeah.
I'm also a advisor to the drone industry so that I guide them on how user requirements must be met
Hmm.
and how do I empower the national thing. I love going around speaking to children, speaking to corporates to imbibe the right values.
Yeah.
And besides that, I like to go to play golf. I like to party. I like to go for a swim. I like to cycle around. Basically, keep yourself physically, mentally active
Active.
and do something which, at the end of the day, when you look at yourself at the mirror or put your head on the pillow, you say, I've done something for the day, something for the day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a feeling that you must end up every day.
Yeah. Sir, imagine you are commanding a group and you notice that your people have started believing they cannot succeed, that the mission is impossible. How do you change that belief without simply giving them the motivational speech?
See, it is a mental block.
Yep.
Even impossible, if you break the spelling, it is I am possible, right?
Yep.
So
Great.
the first thing that you need to do in such impossible, such challenging task, because I don't believe in saying a job is impossible. You've seen Kargil, how young boys have captured peaks, which any other army would have said impossible.
Yep.
So that is the art of leadership, right? You tell them that this is a challenge. It's not a hurdle. It's a challenge. Motivate them that each one of you is capable of doing it. I'm going to lead from the front along with you.
Yep.
And then, more importantly, tell them why it is important. A challenge which has to be overcome must have certain importance for you to give 110 out of 100 of your energy. First, make the mental mindset
Yep.
that they look at only a problem, break that mindset to generate solutions.
Yep.
Not a problem, these are the solutions. Generate solutions. So, first is from, you know, a fear of failure, turn into a hope of success.
Yep. Yep.
That shift takes place. So, that is number one, psychological. Second is break down that challenge and come up with solutions piecemeal which add on, discuss with them, let keep them open so that it's not a one way communication. Let them become stakeholders of the solution. The two, one you said from a problem to a solution,
Yep.
second is from solution to a stakeholder of the solution. They start taking ownership.
Yeah.
Right. Third is do a modeling of that, run through them so that give them confidence building. And the fourth is when you actually execute and overcome that problem, whether it's a military problem or whatever it is, lead from the front. They will see that are you passionate, responsible, and as convinced to see that solution succeed as them. So you have to lead. So this is not only winning the mind, it's winning the heart and then executing them with leadership.
Yeah.
That is how you have to overcome.
And making them lead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sir, I have one last segment, right? This is, I mean, whatever we talk until for starting to now is for my people who's watching. But this next section is going to be about for myself, for my growth, for my understanding, right? So before we start that, do you want to say something to people who are watching or to the younger youth to contribute more towards nation building or whatever?
Uh, I've said a lot, thing, but I would just say that, between the journey of birth and death,
Yeah.
there is a journey which takes place. Make sure that the journey of life is something which is worth living for, which is worth contributing for the next generation, and which is remembered with respect.
Yep.
You will not be remembered by after 5 generations, they may forget your name also. You will forget your rank, forget whatever status you have, whatever appointment. But they will remember you for the message, for the good things that you left behind in your journey
Yep.
to pass it on from one generation to the other. So make a journey worth living.
Yep.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it to there. You have one life. You must enjoy every moment. Add life to your moment.
Absolutely, sir. Yeah.
Not moments to your life, life to your moment. But make sure that these moments and these lives is something larger than you, more long lasting than your lifespan,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
something which you imbibe from generation to generation, the values, not the name, not the rank, not the appointment, not the person you are, but values will go ahead.
Great.
Okay.
Amazing, sir. So I call this last section a letter for the future, right? So let me tell you
Yeah.
why I this is so much personal for me, right? I lost my father when I was 15, sir. Yeah. There are a lot of questions I wish I could ask him every day. Uh, Beyond I want him to I want him sorry I want to ask him how was his life beyond work. How he is what he believes in, what is country for him, what is laughter for him, and what does he want to contribute towards his children, what he want to teach us when we are growing up. But I don't have him anymore, right? Not few weeks back, few days back, I was weeping at night at 2 o'clock. I was actually weeping, and I started thinking that maybe I can preserve these answers to other families who don't have a guidance like me, right? Maybe decade from now, someone's child or grandchild can watch this conversation like this and hear their loved ones or someone who can guide them speaking to them. So what I'm actually doing is I'm not married yet, but I started writing a book for my kids, not to publish it, but for my kids. What are all the things that I learned from myself and I learned from people like you, so that I can
Very good.
give them the knowledge. I don't want to make any money, but I want it for my kids to carry it upon. uh, whatever they are doing, they can learn from it. If they are in anything, they can learn from it, and whatever you say now is going to be some part of it might go into that book as well, sir. So here is my question. Like, uh, imagine this conversation is discovered 50 to 80 years from now on. Your grandchildren or great grandchildren or young Indians you never met you, or someone like like you, like you let's say they lost you and they want to learn from you 50 to 80 years from now. What do you want to tell them, sir? What do you want to tell them, who who you are apart from the military career and everything?
Uh, I may not be there to tell my great grandchildren, but maybe my children and my grandchildren will narrate about me,
Absolutely. Yeah.
memories, values which I preserved. And I think they will mention that I had a very large heart to love.
Yeah.
I had very broad shoulders to forgive because mistakes can happen.
Yeah.
And I had a mind which always kept the nation foremost. And these were the values that the uniform gave us. So I think they would say, love, live, laugh well, because you know the choices you make in your journey of life must be worthy of the sky.
Yeah.
Should be no regrets. But at the same time, I'm sure my children, and I've got one granddaughter, 8 years old, they're doing very well and I'm very proud of them. What they always look upon is a sense of sacrifice, a sense of discipline, and a passion for doing, I think, anything that you must do. Dil se karna chahiye. It must come with passion.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're doing a work. If your work is transformed into passion, then you will do with happiness and smile. Anything. You can be anything. So I think the message that I would leave for generations in my family is to have a large heart, love, live, laugh, work, but work with discipline, work with character, because I think character is something which is most important to me. And always ask yourself, what am I doing for the nation and for the future generation? I think these questions will pass on from generation to generation.
They have to, sir. They have to. Thank you so much, sir. And uh, advance happy Independence Day.
Thank you so much, and happy Independence Day to you and Jahan.
Jai Hind, sir.
Been a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you, sir.
And
Likewise.
through you, I again wish all your viewers the very best, and I'm sure that they will contribute towards the nation's growth
Yes, sir.
and make India great and be proud Indians. And remember, Independence Day, Republic Day are just days and events.
Yep. Yep.
But being an Indian is 24/7.
Absolutely, sir.
So,
Absolutely.
so do something and At the end of the day, every day, just stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, have I done something for my country? Mirror will never lie.
Yeah.
Stand in front and ask yourself. If the answer is no, promise yourself that tomorrow I'll do something
Yeah.
for the nation.
Yeah.
Do that every day. You will be a better human being. You will be a good Indian, and above all, you will do your family proud. So, Jai Hind, and all the very best.
Jai Hind, sir. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.